Hello everyone and welcome to episode 90 of this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. My name is Winters and you are very welcome. We are about to start the mission, A Step Between Stars, so let's get our mission brief. We have to go to the Dyson Sphere Gateway in the Azure sector of the Beta Quadrant and then proceed to Dyson Joint Command. This is actually a single player mission, it's worth noting as well. Most missions can be done multiplayer, but this one is a single player. You also get a different set, which is the Solanae set, or you can get from this mission. Obviously you will have to choose one of the following, but yeah, this is a pretty good set for science builds. If you have a look on the deflector here, it has a plus 35 Starship exotic particle generator, which basically improves exotic damage. So that would be things like gravity wells, subspace vortexes and stuff like that. Anything that does not come from an energy-based weapon, basically, is usually considered exotic damage. Yeah, so it's not a bad set for that if you are playing a science character. Anyway, we'll accept the mission. I have already flown to the gateway, so we will begin A Step Between Stars. Alrighty, so the logistics officer is the first person we go up to, and then we go through this doorway and we're going to speak to Sub Commander Cole. If you remember that guy, it was our first contact when we done the very first mission, Circles Within Circles, in the Solanae
Good to see you again.
Story arc.
Admiral Tuvok.
And then we go over here, listen to Tuvok's distress call.
Tuvok and Cooper are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to
it doesn't really matter what
speak with the
options you pick when talking to that NPC. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, doesn't make a huge difference. We're waiting for her to get up here. There's no point in running up to her because once she gets out of range, your dialogue box will close.
Greetings. We will, Admiral Tuvok.
Beam to ship. Okay, so now we have to fly to the station and then hail Tuvok. So we just proceed forward, basically. As you can see, we're around a sun. It is the sun that is in the Solanae Dyson Sphere. Solar flare inhibitor. So we fly up to these and we do not go too close because we do not want to touch any of these solar flares that are erupting. I typically go around to the right, and you'll see why in a second. So we're going in a counterclockwise direction, basically activating these solar inhibitors. And the last one should be just up here. And we want to be very careful with this one, because it is right slap dab in the middle of a solar flare. Okay. And voila, we get an accolade if we do it without sustaining any damage. Okay, so now we can beam to the station.
Greetings, I am Admiral Tuvok. The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello, I'm Dr. Cooper.
Allow me to brief you on the situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure. There are two more. I have attempted. The ship has
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
So there is Cooper yet again.
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated.
Now, I'm trying to remember if there's an accolade for investigating all of these. Doesn't seem to be. This mission is actually a little unique in that it is got a random element to it. What I mean by that is there are a number of different points in the mission, and it can vary between any one of 3 different ways the mission can proceed. So, for example, we will come back here in a minute or in a few minutes, and there will be a different enemy waiting for us, depending on which one it decides to use. Yeah. I see some R&D materials, some tronium. Okay.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other 2. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Okay, so basically we're looking here, and it's the blue one, so we have to go up to the blue console, and when we activate it, a different icon will appear up there, and we go to corresponding console. So at this time it's red.
That looks right.
And then yellow, which is all the way over here.
That did it. The final console is unlocked.
Yet another accolade for us. Which one of these computer consoles was it? Oh yeah, I remember now. It's this one over here. First time I played this, I thought that this was actually water. Like a bottomless, well, not bottomless, but deep water, so I stayed away from it. I didn't realize it was a force field. Dum dum dum. Let's talk to Tuvok.
This does not bode well. By restoring...
Now we'll talk to Cooper.
What are we going to do? My help! Tuvok said that. Alright.
Just F-bomb our way through it.
I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it. Vulcans, if I can just try that... Yes, I have it. I've done...
Allow me. I can activate...
Okay, so there's a couple of different options there that you can pick, and it determines what way the system is going to react. When I say the system, I mean defensive systems. It doesn't really, it doesn't have any bearing on the story. It just, again, it's one of those, not a random element that's in this particular mission, but it just determines what way things are going to work. So, for example, we selected the beams option, which is these beams that are just activating right now. Is there a boss still here somewhere? There is. I was wondering why it was taking so long. If you walk into those beams, or if the Voth walk into those beams, they die. Or you die. Whoa! Control 9. Ah! Let's respawn. Like that. That guy was in the way of the beam. Come on. Come closer. Come closer. That's it. Walk into the beam. Walk into the beam. Yeah! Now,
soldier is activating the battle suit.
So we can see that drone that was over there, or the suit, is active this time, and yeah, that can change, or it does change. It's not always the same. It's one of those random elements. Okay, so we just put a force field up over the door, and we are about to open the door now because that is leading out into space. Let's talk to Tuvok.
My modification. No response.
I'm here. I'm here. Wait.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea. But you may not like it. Those EV suits over there. They have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the station. I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should?
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But, technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
Okay, so we actually get a new free and pretty cool EV suit from this mission, and there are 3 different possible variants that you can get. Again, it's another one of those random elements in this particular mission, and if you get all 3 variants, you can pick up a different one, you know, a much better one, through the lobby store. You basically trade in the 3 unique ones from the mission, and bear in mind again that it's random which ones you get each time you do the mission, and you can get this other one then with some lobby from the lobby store.
Do you really need me out there? I know. Well.
Okay, now we go out.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
We got that one for flying through the middle of that thingy. So we are actually outside the station now, and we're pretty damn close to the sun, as you can see down there, and that's our suit that is cooking at the minute. It takes a bit of practice, but you can actually control your movements pretty well. But this first time you might do a lot of overshooting the target, as it were. Okay, so we're going to set in some charges now to blast away this debris, and then we go through this tunnel walkway thing again, and we set off the charges. There we go.
The door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
Okay, so there's 3 manual release doohickeys that you have to get in order to unlock the door. The first of which is out here. You can see it glowing there now. This is usually the first one that I go for. See what I mean by overshooting the runway? There's Cooper waving us in. Okay, let's put on our armor again. Then we'll have to wait until we come out of combat. There we go. Okay, let's proceed onward. Now, this again is one of the...
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
This
I
is...
think the station's defenses are activating.
Shut up. Okay, so this is another one of those random parts of this mission. There are 2 different doorways that can become available for us to use. And depending on which one is available, determines what challenge you meet in order to progress further in the mission. So it was this one this time. It could have been that one. If we went through the other one, there is a blast door that is protecting a room from sunlight, and you have to travel.
Protocols shut us out when we first arrived.
You have to travel between the shadows.
Prepare yourself. We must defend Dr. Cooper.
Yeah, so you have to travel between the shadows in order to proceed forward. If you get caught in the direct sunlight from the sun, you will cook, because factor 1000 ain't going to stop that sunburn.
I need you to activate a console while I work on this. Excellent. I can keep moving forward over here.
And yeah, this one then is just defend Cooper while he works, and activate a console when he says. So we went over to the first one, and we defended him, and then we activated the console. Now we've gone over to the second console, so when he says so, we are in position to activate it, and we continue to defend.
I need you to activate a console while I work on this. Perfect. I'm almost done. We're through.
Now, there's the sun we are currently orbiting. I think that is pretty cool. We are going to deactivate the shielding here, like so. Scan this trunnion gas. And basically we just have to go around here and rewire a few things and avoid those blasts while we do it. Ooh, that was close. Okay, now we reactivate the shielding. And we are looking for Tuvok and Cooper. There we go.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something curious. Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
What? Let me check. Oh, this is not good. The gateway is designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump, we have to activate that gate.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
Speak with Dr.
As
Cooper.
Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway.
Alright, it doesn't matter what option you pick, the same thing happens both times.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkaram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
Acknowledged, Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes, I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to beam up.
We can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
Dum dum dum. Right, I don't think it was this. No, it wasn't that door that we came through. It was the other door. We're going to die. We're going to die.
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give the word. Good to have you on board, sir. I'm Chief Engineer Tarkram.
Okay, so you can see once again we are in another ship, besides our own one. Basically, this ship was in the vicinity, and we've come aboard it because our own ship wasn't available. This again was given away for free when it first came out, this particular mission, and they're not bad ships. They're available in the C-store for purchase with Zen, and they're not bad ships. They're sciencey ships. They're science destroyers. Yeah, they're pretty good. They are unique in that, how do I put it? They have a tactical and a science configuration, and you can either have them, well, either in tactical configuration or science configuration. Now, what happens is when you have them in whatever configuration, so let's say tactical, there is a lieutenant commander tactical seat, but it turns it into a commander tactical seat. So, you know, you can use tactical bridge officer abilities. When it's in the science configuration, there is a lieutenant commander science seat that turns into a commander science seat, allowing you to use commander science abilities. Now, the other thing is, when it's in the tactical mode, there's a unique weapon on it, and I'm mousing over it right now, which is this dual heavy proton cannon, and yeah, that weapon becomes available when it's in the tactical configuration. Throw a grab well out. Ooh. Come on. Oh, Aceton simulators or drones, I hate them. Oh yeah.
There are no more Voth in the vicinity, but one...
Enter the gateway.
Navigational readings indicate we are in this sphere. I am detecting.
So basically, we are in another Dyson sphere, and this Dyson sphere is in the Delta Quadrant. Now, this Dyson sphere is the one from the TNG episode. Oh, what the hell was it called? I can't remember the name of it. Crap, but it's the one where Scotty.
My nav, glad to have another. The ship said.
It's the one where Scotty was found on a crashed ship.
I have extensive experience.
And is the Genolan, that was it, because this is called the Genolan Dyson Sphere. Yeah, so that's this Dyson Sphere. You may remember that opening, that gateway, from the actual episode. Man, that's bugging me now what that episode is called. No, not coming to me. Not coming to me. Oh well.
Warning, ship is under attack.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we... You're not... You're not Cooper.
The weak shall perish.
Dum dum dum.
Captain, the Undeen outside of the sphere are powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammals.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us. We do not know how long this infiltrator has impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has done. However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undeen, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
So Cooper turned out to be an Undeen, or a member of Species 8472. Yeesh. Let's put a tractor beam on him so he doesn't have any bonus defense. Let's change into tactical mode. We'll get another weapon on the scene here. Ah! Well, he took me out, but I brought him with me. This ship can take it. More Voth. Or, not Voth.
To provide any assistance
Undeen.
you require.
Crap. Crap. We'll get them. The Bortos should show up in a second as well, actually. Nice. There's just one more wave to take care of.
The Bortiskew is here. Now the real fight can begin.
There's the Bortiskew.
It is not over yet, Captain. 2 Undeen dreadnoughts are approaching.
Okay, we're chipping away nicely on these guys.
Good to see you. We would have arrived. Congratulations.
No!
Fighting over
The Klingon...
The wrong, however.
Cooper's departure. We have
Okay.
The sphere is under Federation control.
This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jarrah is correct. The Undeen are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
To be continued. Okay, so let's hail Starfleet and turn in the mission. Doesn't really matter what item we pick. Yeah, it's much of a muchness. So that is the end of A Step Between Stars. Our next mission is going to be fluidic destruction, is it? Let's check and see if that's right. Yeah, it is. Okay, I guess we'll leave it there for now. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciated all of your support. So until next time, take care. Adios.